Hello to the nation, Dr. PlayStation Nation here to talk to you guys over a little kill confirmed on Outpost. I got 21 and 5, so that's a 21 and 4, so that's a 5.25 KD. Hopefully you guys enjoy this gameplay. I'm not going to be talking so much about the game because I played this game. I probably played like a few weeks ago. I don't remember a lot of stuff that goes on, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. I will be actually talking about a few things that have to do with intros, and a little bit about the person who made the intro that you just saw. So first of all, I just want to kind of talk about this message and misconception that I've been getting by a lot of people. So I get about a dozen messages per month talking about how they're not talking about, but people asking me, hey, can you make me an intro? I saw your old intro. Could you make me one? Like, oh, how do you make them? Oh, this and that, asking me a whole bunch of questions about them. And most of them, you go check out their channel, and they have 0 videos posted. Or they have 2 videos and like 5 subscribers or something, and they're already talking about intros. And I always say the same thing to them. Focus on your content. Intros are just eye candy. There's something to look at and something that you kind of focus on when really all you need to add to your video is kind of that little professional look to it. Okay? People don't subscribe. If you're looking for subscribers, an intro is not how you're going to get it. And the way you get subscribers is by spending hours on your commentaries. For me, and lots of people ask me like, hey, how do you get big on YouTube? Hey, do you think you can check out my channel and give me a couple pointers? And lots of the time, it has to do with spending time on your commentaries. People usually do 1 take or 2 takes on their commentaries and think they're done. Me, I've been doing this commentary a dozen times. Yesterday, I did that commentary over a dozen times. I don't even know how many times I did it. But I keep on doing them to try and make sure that everything goes together well. That I'm not transitioning really awkwardly. That when I talk about one thing, I kind of I kind of talk about it in the right order. I make sure that not so much about me misspeaking, about me saying the wrong word or saying, oh wait, or putting a mistake in there and correcting myself, but it's more about making sure everything kind of goes smoothly. That it's, for a viewing experience, it's really good. And an intro doesn't have anything to do with that. Time, that's what you really need. You need to take your time with something, and that's what people like about a video, that it's not confusing when you're listening to it. It doesn't sound like there's a whole bunch of dead zones where you yourself are thinking about what to say. Now some people like writing scripts to make up for that, like if you kind of run into stumbles in how you're speaking. I personally cannot write a script, and if I did write one, I would not be able to read it. I would probably be reading so monotonely that it would just be a terrible listening experience. And some people like it though, and more power to you. If you want to do that, go for it. But you need to spend time on your videos. Intros are not the way that you're going to get views. That being said, intros are really good to have after you have focused as much energy as you can on those videos. So now we're going to start talking about my intro. So my old intro I made myself. Lots of people ask me to make intros for them, and again, listen to the beginning of the video. I'm not making intros for anybody. I've gotten out of graphic design because people seem to only subscribe, or used to only subscribe to me because I made intros for you. Like, people would subscribe and they'd say, oh, I just subscribed to you, man, can you make an intro for me? And they wouldn't watch any of my videos. I'd never see them comment and stuff like that, so that's why I kind of got out of it. Basically it was a way of getting dead subscribers. Like, that's how it worked. And so I got out of it. Don't ask me, guys. I will not be making any more intros. But I am going to talk about a person who does. So for those of you who want to know who made my intro, the one that you guys just saw now, my old one, I made it myself. But this new one, which I really like, was made by a person by the name of StirGFX. And he's a really good graphic designer that messaged me. He found me on YouTube and said, hey, I've been noticing that for the past few videos, hey, I'm a subscriber of yours. I've noticed for the past few videos you've been using the same intro. Or not past few, but like past few dozen videos you've been using the same intro. Do you want to kind of vary it up? Like, I can make an intro for you. And I said sure, and I expected him to get back to me within like a week. He got back to me the next day with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 intros, guys, which he spent a lot of time on these. They were all kind of bare bones, and you could kind of tell that they weren't finished, but the reason for that was obviously because he didn't want to finish all 5 intros and then me only pick one of them. So I ended up picking one, and then we worked together for a couple weeks trying to make everything perfect. It probably, if you guys talked to him and made an intro with him, it would probably take way less time. With me, I'm just really picky about a lot of things, so it was a great experience working with him, much better than any experience I've had with other graphic designers. before I was good myself with Cinema 4D or After Effects and stuff like that, I did, like, for instance, on my last channel, I did talk to graphic designers and ask them to make intros for me, and a lot of them are really abrasive towards their clients. Lots of graphic designers around his size feel that, like, they are entitled to not listen to you, that their opinions mean more than you, their opinions mean more than your opinions, and it's just not a good experience. With Sturd, he really listens to you, he likes to bounce ideas off of you, and he really keeps you up to date and by his side through the entire intro making process. For me personally, it got really annoying how much he messaged me, but in hindsight, it was worth it, because all those tiny messages asking about all these little tiny things added up. I probably wouldn't be satisfied with the intro if he didn't change those little things, if he didn't bring to my attention those little changes that he was making during the thing, or during the intro process. And that's why I find he's probably one of the better GFXers that I've seen for his kind of size. I'm sure you can find some better people or more experienced people at higher levels, but that's going to cost you way more. Sturd has some really great prices. You guys, the link to this is in the description if you guys want to go check him out. I think he has like clan, like Costco prices pretty much, like just like if you buy in bulk sort of thing. And he has deals and stuff like that, and I'm sure if you guys have a larger channel, you can work out a deal with him, I guess, like shout out for intro or box for intro or whatever. Personally, with me, he never asked me for a shout out, but I just felt like his work, like working with him, was such a good experience that I really just felt like more people needed to know about this, because I get messages a lot saying, who makes your intros, how should I get an intro and stuff like that. But anyway, this is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys kind of take my advice about intros. If you guys are just starting out a channel, don't focus on intros. Message me, though. I really like messages from people starting out their channels and asking for kind of advice and stuff like that. And who knows, maybe if I really like your channel, I'll give you a shout out. But anyway, hopefully you guys kind of listen to my advice about intros and stuff like that. If you guys have new channels, please message me. And go check out Sturd GFX. The link will be in the description. Anyways, I'm the Doctor, and I'm out. Peace.